time in hell in half. So what my colleagues and I want to ask you, because just about a mile from here on January 6, 2021, we saw the bravest police officers. They showed up and they defended our democracy. And you don't have to put on body armor. You don't have to take a stun gun to your neck or a Confederate flag to your head. You don't have to suffer a heart attack or a stroke or traumatic brain injury, as we saw from Officer Mike Fanone or Harry Dunn or Danny Hodges or Sergeant Cannell and so many others. But if you show up with the same integrity and the same passion and the same vigor and love for our country that they showed, we will win. So April 5, this day, April 5, will be the day that America came alive. And when I am asked on November 4, 2026, when we win the midterms, how did you know? How were you so confident that we were going to win? I'm going to tell them. Because on April 5, I stood in front of a monument to freedom with people from all over the country, with people who work so hard and dream so big, and they said, we're not going to be fucked with. Thank you. And now, it's my honor to have us close out the congressional speakers to introduce to you someone who has been censured but is not silenced, Congressman Al Green.
Thank you. 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 You touched my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am proud to be here today with my colleagues, all of whom are liberated Democrats. Let's hear it for these liberated Democrats. All of whom are unbought, unbossed, and unafraid. Unafraid to stand up for the many seniors that are among us. We have seniors that are among us. Unafraid to say to Donald John Trump, hands off Medicaid and Medicare. It belongs to our seniors. Social Security is not a Ponzi scheme. It is a part of the American dream. It belongs to our seniors. And we have to tell President Trump that Canada is not going to become the 51st state. Russia invaded Ukraine. Greenland is not for sale. And he also needs to know, dear friends, that Gaza is not going to become a resort. Gaza is not going to become a resort. There must be a home for the Palestinian people. There must be. There must be. And I'm here to speak from my heart. This message is from my heart. It's not from my head. This is my heart. I want you to know something. I carry this cane because there are people who don't like me. They don't like my cane. But I carry this cane because after having celebrated my 25th birthday 3 times, 2 years into my 4th 25th, I carry this cane. And I carry this cane because I believe in the 23rd Psalm. That portion that reads, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because my rod and my staff comforts me." This is my comforter. This is my comforter. And I want you to know that I'm going to take this staff of truth, and I'm going to take this rod, and I want President Trump to know that he's not going to have a 3rd term. There will be no 3rd term. 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 But more important than this, dear brothers and sisters, and I say brothers and sisters because there really is but one race, and that's the human race. Yeah, we're all related. We're all related. And L.S.B. Leakey, a noted anthropologist and paleontologist, reminds us that all of human life can be traced back to a single African woman. So if we're not brothers and sisters, we're at least cousins. So dear cousins, hear this message for Donald Trump, for President Trump. This is more important. I want President Trump to know that I will use my staff of freedom to bring forth, proudly bring forth, a message that should say to him, he may not finish this term. He may not finish this term. He may not finish this term. He may not finish. He may not finish this term. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Because you are now sowing the seeds that can lead to a Congress being elected that will have the courage to not only have articles of impeachment filed, but to impeach him a 3rd time. Impeach him a 3rd time. A 3rd time. And a Senate. We need a Senate that will convict him this time. And I want you to know from my heart, I understand that he is a Goliath. He is a Goliath. He has control of the generals and the military. He has control of the Justice Department. He has control of the Republican Party. But my friends, for every Goliath, there is a David. There's a David. These are your Davids. There's a David. And I want you to know, Mr. President, this David is going to bring articles of impeachment against you within the next 30 days. Within the next 30 days. I'm bringing articles of impeachment. I'm coming for you, Mr. President. This David is coming for you. You don't deserve the office you hold. You can't be entrusted with liberty and justice for all. You can't be entrusted with government of the people, by the people, for the people. I'm coming for you. I'm your David. God bless you.
Please welcome to the stage Co-Executive Directors, Leah Greenberg and Ezra Levin. Indivisible.
All right. Hi, everyone. It's good to be here with you today. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. I'm Leah Greenberg. I'm the co-executive director of Indivisible.
I'm Ezra. I'm married to Leah. I'm also co-executive director.
We represent a movement of thousands of local Indivisible groups around the country. People who decided that politics and our democracy are too important to be left up to the politicians who raised their hand and said, I got to do something. And if that sounds like you, I bet there's a group near you that could use a few new organizers. Now, I want to be so clear about why we are here today. Over the last 3 months, Donald Trump has handed the federal government, the awesome powers of the federal government, over to the richest man in the world. And the richest man in the world has decided that you don't deserve clean drinking water. The richest man in the world has decided that your kids don't deserve good schools and special education. The richest man in the world has decided that our veterans don't deserve services, and your grandma does not deserve fuel to heat her home. The richest man in the world's coming for our Medicare and our Social Security. The richest man in the world is firing the people who protect our workers' rights, who protect our civil rights, who protect our public lands and national parks, who research the cancer and the Alzheimer's and the diabetes cures that we and our loved ones depend on. And they're doing it all. They are doing this all so that they can fund their next round of giveaways to their fellow billionaire buddies. So that Donald Trump and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk can have another yacht and another fat tax cut. And they know that this is not popular. They know that the vast majority of Americans do not want this. That is why they are attacking our democracy to cement their own power. They are attacking our freedom to vote. They are taking kids off the streets, students off the streets for their social media posts. They're imprisoning innocent fathers in a foreign prison. They're doing all of this. They are willing to rip our democracy to shreds so they can sell the pieces off.
Hey, y'all, Leah got a lot of booze there. Can I get some cheers for her? Okay, so look, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? You know, there are some Democratic leaders out there who say the smart strategy is to roll over and play dead. Should we roll over and play dead? Look around, y'all. The institutions that should be upholding our democracy, they are rolling over and playing dead. I got a list. I'm going to name some names. Collaborators, like law firms with Paul Weiss. Capitulators in legacy media institutions like the Washington Post and the LA Times. Craven universities like Columbia. Kleptocratic businesses like Amazon and Facebook. Look, when institutions that are supposed to uphold our democratic norms fail and fall, it's up to the people to step up. Are we going to step up? Are we stepping up? Hey, are we stepping up? You bet your ass we are. You know why? You know why? Because as much as Musk, as much as Trump, as much as congressional Republicans want us to think that they are in control, that they're all powerful, are they all powerful? Here, let me ask you something. I believe that America is a constitutional republic. Is that right? What are the ideal number of kings in a constitutional republic? How many kings? How many kings? That sounds pretty good to me. 0 sounds like the right number to me. Now, everyone here, there are over 100,000 folks in D.C. right now. D.C., which is taxed without representation, 100,000 here. But it's not just in D.C. Today, right now, we are all part of the single largest pro-democracy protest in years. Every single state, just about every single community, 1,300 worldwide, y'all, worldwide. Now, look, this is incredible. This display of people power is absolutely incredible. It is not the end point in the fight against the fascist attack on our democracy. It's not the end point. It could be an inflection point. It could be an inflection point if we make it an inflection point. Look, we are not victims of world events, y'all. The fascists, they want us to fear them. Do we fear them? They know that fear is contagious. You know what else is contagious? Courage. Each one of us gets to choose what we put out into the world. What do we choose? What do we choose? What do we choose? Okay, so what do we do with that courage? The next congressional recess is just a few days away. It begins April 11th. Here's your task. I'm going to give you 3 tasks. If you ever worked with Indivisible, we love a good rally, but we like a plan too. We want to actually put a plan into action. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Step 1, there are 100,000 people here. I bet you don't know every one of them. I bet there are some new friends you could introduce yourself to right now. Look at these cool signs. Compliment your new friend on their sign. Exchange contact information. Do that before you go to leave this rally. You gonna do that? Okay, 2, on your way home, here's what I'm gonna ask you to do. Think of the 5 friends, people in your community who aren't here but could be here. Are you gonna do it? And 3, when you get home, it's up to you. Nobody is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to save ourselves. We have to go join your local Indivisible group or your local 5051 or your local Working Families Party group or start your own, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Are we going to accept from our supposed leaders when they tell us to roll over and play dead? Remind me, how many kings? How many kings? How many kings? Damn straight. Okay, now let's go back home and organize the protest. This one's over.
Is that it? All right, me. Thank you for joining Hands Off, the People's Veto Rally in Washington, D.C.